It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. So I was on a podcast earlier today. Shout out to the Underground Podcast, and they asked me about some collaborations that could be coming up. And I kind of blew everybody's mind when I said, don't be surprised if we get another 6ix9ine Nicki Minaj collaboration. So they wanted to, there was some barbs watching, and they were like, wait, what? What do you mean? Then after the podcast, a lot of them were hitting me up saying, what do you know? Spill it. So this video is about why Nicki Minaj could pair up with 6ix9ine again. Now, I know a lot of people are aware, or maybe they're not aware, of the little bit of drama that they had, surrounding trolls. But, it's to the point now where Nicki Minaj is starting a new phase in her career, okay? And it is really now about just piling on the numbers now. Her legacy is already cemented, so it's about piling on the numbers now, about running up the score. And the bottom line is, facts are facts. She's put out 2 records with 6ix9ine. She got one number 1 and one number 2. And the fact is, Fifi should have been number 1. Billboard later on admitted that they made a mistake, and Fifi should have been number 1 over, I think it was Sicko Mode or one of those records. Okay, which you knew they were doing. That was during the Nicki hate train when they were sabotaging their numbers. So that record should have been number 1. But regardless, it went number 2. Then they put out Trolls. Trolls went number 1 and was about to break a new record for first day video views on YouTube until YouTube did something and took away some of the views and said, oh no, it wasn't within 24 hours and this, that, and the other. So the bottom line is, whenever these two get on a record, it does big numbers. The third reason, a lot of people say, oh, she doesn't want to work with, it wouldn't be good for her to work with somebody else with an SA case. People are going to be throwing that up in her face. Well, at this point, do you really think Nicki Minaj cares about what people say? I mean, because regardless, they're going to talk anyway, and they're going to keep bringing that case up. They're going to keep bringing up the SA word. I say at this point, they're going to talk anyway. And this record, them together, it would break, I'm telling you, it would break astronomical records. Okay, Nicki Minaj and this dude together for the third time, Tekashi 6ix9ine. And the fourth thing is, they're both from New York, and all of a sudden we have this King of New York, Queen of New York thing going on. Tekashi already says he's the King of New York. All right? Nicki Minaj, I think, is just that petty, especially knowing that Cardi B just dropped a record and she's probably got a record coming out. I believe Nicki Minaj is just that petty to drop a record with Tekashi already claiming he's the King of New York, and then she drop a record with him, and saying she's the Queen of New York. Now, the biggest con about, though these are the pros, the biggest con about them working together is just that Nicki didn't like the way the last one panned out. And if it was to go number 1, she doesn't want 6ix9ine running to social media trying to make it seem as though he's the only reason why the song goes number 1. She didn't really forget that. She felt as though she was giving him a look. The first time, yes, nobody was really wanting to work with her, so she really appreciated 6ix9ine working with her that first time. The second time, the only person that really got help out of that was 6ix9ine. Now, of course, people will say, "What are you talking about? She got her first number one." So yeah, if you want to say that she got her first number one because of 6ix9ine, but let's not forget she did get another one a couple of weeks later or what have you. So she would have had one right now instead of two. I think they should do it because what I believe is if Nicki Minaj and Tekashi 6ix9ine does another record together, it will break all sorts of records. And man, what better way to go into the summer with these two trolling? And at the same time just breaking all sorts of records on YouTube. I'd love to see it. So don't, like I said, do not rule it out. From the people I've been talking to, I asked them, I said, should you rule this out? And they said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The one thing, though, if they are to do another record together, the things that made their video was their chemistry. Nicki wasn't afraid to let Tekashi get up on her. He wasn't too afraid to try to get up on her. So if they have not reconciled or made amends of this so-called shady throwing, then the chemistry isn't going to be like it was before. And if the chemistry isn't like that with these two, it's not going to work because the chemistry was a main part. That people like, oh, they get along so good. Oh, you know what I mean? So that's going to be the main thing. Is the chemistry back? Are they going to be able to be themselves in a video together? The type of videos that made everybody fall in love with Fifi and trolls. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.